U.S. lawmakers push for military communication, trade talks and rare trip to China. A bipartisan group of U.S. lawmakers met with Chinese Premier Li Qiang on September 21, kicking off the first visit from House representatives to China in 6 years. In his opening remarks, Li described the U.S. delegation's visit as an ice-breaking trip that would further the ties between the two countries. Representative Adam Smith, ranking member of the House Armed Services Committee who led the U.S. delegation, said that it's crucial to resolve the disagreements between Washington and Beijing through dialogue. Certainly, trade and economics at the top of the list, Smith said, adding that military-to-military discussions are also a focus for the delegation. As a member of the Armed Services Committee, I'm deeply concerned that our two militaries don't communicate more, he stated. U.S. Ambassador to China David Perdue welcomed the group of American lawmakers before they sat down with Chinese officials. This bipartisan group plays a vital role in managing the U.S.-China relationship, Perdue said on X on September 21. Smith was joined on the trip by two other Democratic members of the House Armed Services Committee, Representatives Ro Khanna and Chrissy Houlihan, and Representative Michael Baumgartner, who sits on the House Foreign Affairs Committee. The latest visit by U.S. lawmakers to Beijing came shortly after CCP leader Xi Jinping spoke with U.S. President Donald Trump on the phone to ease tensions. Trump said after the call that they made progress on issues including trade, fentanyl, and the Russia-Ukraine war. I also agreed with President Xi that we would meet at the APEC summit in South Korea, that I would go to China in the early part of next year, and that President Xi would, likewise, come to the United States at an appropriate time, he said on Truth Social on September 19. The last time U.S. House representatives visited China was in mid-2019, when a bipartisan delegation from the U.S. China Working Group met with Chinese officials and American business representatives at two mainland Chinese cities and Hong Kong. Since then, the bilateral relationship has quietly deteriorated, particularly after the COVID-19 pandemic emerged in the central Chinese city of Wuhan in late 2019. Instead of alerting the world about the mysterious virus, the Chinese Communist Party responded by silencing doctors, journalists, and citizens who relayed unfiltered information to the outside, allowing the domestic outbreak to develop into a global pandemic. The heavy-handed censorship, coupled with the obstruction of investigations into the origins of the coronavirus, has strained Beijing's relations not only with Washington but also with other Western countries. Tensions between the world's two largest economies are also fueled by issues ranging from trade imbalance to the flow of illicit fentanyl precursors out of China, which Trump has cited as a reason for his tariff hikes against Beijing. In 2023, then Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer led a bipartisan group of senators visiting Shanghai and Beijing. During their meeting with CCP officials, the U.S. lawmakers urged Beijing to level the playing field for American companies and curb the ongoing flow of precursor chemicals used in fentanyl production. The Associated Press contributed to this report.